always fighting with each other and everybody else.
Did you ever wonder what happened to their home world? It was war-torn, as multiple factions battled endlessly in eons-long civil war. But then one would-be hero learned of my sword, stole it, and returned home, intending to use its power to reunite his world. This was the result. What have I done? Zenith was right after all. I swore to hide away the sword and dedicate myself to peaceful sciences.
And you developed the Omnitrix as a way to promote interstellar peace and unity.
It was an apology for what I had built before.
And I turned it into a weapon. Funny how that worked out, huh?
Yeah, hilarious.
I don't get it. How did George wind up with the sword?
I gave it to him.
That doesn't sound good.
Where are we now?
A pathetic backwater planet I'd run across in my studies.
It's Earth, isn't it?
Yes. I came here when Earth's history was at its darkest hour, and I made things worse. The creature planned to cross dimensions and arrive here back in what you call the medieval era. His minions, already in our dimension to pave the way, encountered resistance. The Knights gave a good accounting of themselves, but many fell to the mind control powers of the creatures. So Knight turned against Knight. Only the strongest will were able to resist, and the strongest of them all was Sir George. He would have fallen too, had I not interceded. Rough day?
A demon from the pit. A tiny demon.
I'm no demon from the pit. I'm a visitor from the stars.
Not everyone is who they claim to be.
You would know. You're more than you appear, are you not? You were born, what, 900 Earth years ago?
How did you...
It's my business to know.
It's true. I was born Georgius, a Roman soldier, in the year 231 AD, nearly a millennium ago. The how of it is a story for another day. Would that I'd not been blessed with immortality if it meant living to see mankind brought low. We have no weapon that can defeat the creatures.
Now you do. This sword is a weapon of terrible power. If wielded by one who is worthy, it cannot be stopped.
If it is so formidable, why do you not wield it yourself?
Because I am not worthy. Listen carefully. The creatures you battle now are nothing compared to their master. He has enslaved 100 dimensions, and now seeks to enslave ours. Should he gain a foothold here, our entire universe will fall. When the Dagon comes, you must destroy him.
What happens after I slay the Dagon?
I sincerely doubt you'll be able to.
Do not doubt me, Wise One. Your gift may have saved humanity.
Saved it, or doomed it. After defeating the Errant Knights and the Lucubras, St. George stood alone against the Dagon. He cut out the creature's heart and left the sword buried in it. I'll show you.
No. I can't watch. I'm gonna be sick.
Azimuth, get us out of here now. Now!
As you wish.
You guys okay?
It was horrible. It was...
We don't have to be involved in this.
Why stop George at all if he's just going to use the sword to kill the monster?
Because the monster won't underestimate him a second time. George will likely never reach his target, and meanwhile, the power of the sword will overwhelm him. Your world may end up nothing but floating rubble.
Okay, so you're saying the sword needs someone worthy. Someone incredibly brave and handsome. Someone with a stylish green jacket.
Didn't you learn anything? The power of the sword will overwhelm you too.
Haven't you learned anything over the past 6 years? I'm the go-to guy for universe saving.
We don't even know where he is. I mean, if I had something that belonged to him, maybe I could find him.
How about this?
What's that? His hair?
Yeah, came out when he threw me off him.
Be careful, Ben Tennyson. You now know the stakes.
Hey, I don't even bother getting out of bed in the morning unless the universe is on the line.
He's at Area 51.
Rock and roll.
Huh?
Never gets old.
There they are!
90-90.
So predictable. Tell me, Master Tennyson, how can you think that you, who has yet to live a single lifetime, knows better than I, who have lived 1,000?
Azimuth has lived way more than that.
Yes, and notice he isn't here.
Yeah, but guess who is?
Humongousaur! Ultimate Humongousaur!
Big. But I've slain bigger.
That sword has too much power for you. Azimuth says.
Azimuth says. You've had people second-guessing you, Master Tennyson. Everyone from Azimuth to your parents to those jackals in the media. Does it not frustrate you, their thinking they know better?
A little, yeah.
Welcome to my world.
No matter what you think, sooner or later that sword will corrupt you.
It didn't before. I achieved great things with it. My feats are legendary.
So are mine.
But mine have stood the test of time. Mine have inspired millions. What will your legacy be? With what stars will you align? How many times have you known in your heart that your way is best? How many times have your plans been thwarted because the very people you're trying to help won't trust you?
What do you want?
To be left alone, so that I can destroy my ancient enemy.
Fine. My friends and I'll back off. But when you fail, the sword is mine.
So we stuck our necks out for nothing.
No. This way we have 2 chances at destroying that... whatever it is. George has earned the right to try it his way. Azimuth, I think you shouldn't have tried to stop him.
You could be right.
I mean, George says I'm like him, and you say I'm like you. I'm just trying to... Wait, what? I'm right?
Maybe the world is coming to an end.
I said you could be right. And it's not as if I've never made mistakes, as you now know. All the reasons I told you that I built the Omnitrix and Ultimatrix, they're all true. But there was one more. The real reason. I was hoping she would notice.